It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
On first down, it's Herbert. Flush to his right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Herbert on first down now. He's able to find Melton. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 28 yards.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up first and goal.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
We know play calls can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people starting, the emotions of the game. Sometimes it takes a little while for that to...
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs. If you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're riding a two-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The Chiefs have 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
These are the situations that really test a defense and sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. It's complete to Williams. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
They snap it to Herbert. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Touchdown, Chargers. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win. But we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together. They've got a chance of coming out with the W.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
From the 50, here's Herbert. This pass complete to Melton. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 44.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that
one. On 2nd and 9, Herbert. Open man is Ross, complete. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. They'll bring up 3rd down now. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here's Hardman to return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because any completions on 1st and 2nd down, you got to worry a little bit about the count because you prefer them to get another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're not going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Herbert now. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Picking down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And this will be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They'll run with Holmes. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. On the carry, it's Holmes. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Mecole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It got his man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his first touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute in the third quarter. Extra point by Booker is on target, and they'll cut the lead to 17-7. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Herbert's throw pulled in by Melton. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here's Holmes. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker. And now it's 3rd down. Coming up, we're looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Herbert on 3rd down now. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. But one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Nick Bolton there for the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Man, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
They'll run. This is Holmes. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's about 1-yard runs here, so that leads him to the 4.
I do know from experience, when you slow down someone's running game, you're not going to dictate that defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So Herbert off, and on is Tristan Vizcaino for the Charger field goal. This a 27-yard attempt here. And this one is right through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding the 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. He's got a man complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. On 1st down, Mahomes. That's complete to Tony. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. 2nd and 6. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
A 35-yard attempt.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 10. Here's Herbert. He'll find Everett there, complete. That'll give him 8 that time. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Now it's Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A run now with Holmes. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Back to throw here, Herbert. Going deep downfield for Ross. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things going to be more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Holmes returning from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball and said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. He's able to find Melton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. Now a give, right side. Holmes. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break at the football. Get it out. We got to create a turnover because one more score, this game's over.
Second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Up the middle they go. It's Holmes. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Touchdown! Trey McKinney, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score Chargers 27, Chiefs 14.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by J.C. Jackson, and the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And they will take a knee here. And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who